Forget what she says. Her body's already spilled the truth. If you're still waiting for her to tell you she's into you, you're playing the wrong game. Let me show you how to read the signals she can't hide. You ever notice how women's words sometimes feel like a perfectly curated Instagram post? You know, polished, filtered, and carefully edited, so perfectly vague that by the end, you're left wondering if she's actually into you or just being polite because, well, social rules. It's kind of like watching a contestant expertly dodge questions on a game show. Tons of words, zero real answers. But her body, that's the unfiltered behind-the-scenes footage. No scripts, no rehearsals, just the raw, honest version of what's really happening. Think about it for a second. When someone lies, their mouth might say one thing, but their body, that's screaming something completely different. Attraction works the same way. She might casually say, "I don't know," like she's trying to keep things neutral, but her nervous system is already throwing a full-on party behind the scenes. The problem? Most guys don't come with the decoder ring. They get stuck analyzing those polished lines and miss the primal signals screaming underneath. Sure, you can fake a smile, fake interest, maybe even fake a compliment that sounds convincing, but you can't fake what your body does when you're genuinely turned on. Blood starts rushing, pupils dilate like little black holes, breathing shifts. All of it happens automatically, without her brain's permission. It's like her body has a mind of its own, and it's not taking any orders. That's where the truth lives, if you know how to look for it. So next time you're wondering if she's into you, stop asking, "Does she like me?" Instead, watch what her body does when you walk into the room. That's where the truth lives. Let's talk about some of the secret body language signals that most guys completely overlook because they're too busy analyzing text like they're Shakespearean sonnets. I'm talking about the subtle things, the ones you might chalk up to, "She's just being nice," or "That's just how she is." Nope, those little details are actually her nervous system giving you a green light. Take her eyes, for example. When a woman is genuinely attracted, her pupils get bigger, literally dilated like she's just seen a puppy or free pizza. It's a biological reaction, part of the get ready system. And if you catch her sneaking glances at your mouth, that's not casual. She's imagining what it would feel like to kiss you. It's like a tiny, subconscious preview trailer for the real thing. Her posture tells a story too. When she straightens her back, opens her shoulders, or points her feet toward you, it's her body saying, "Hey, I want to be closer." Even if her words say she's just friends, her hips don't lie. And then there's touch. Oh, the sweet, subtle art of accidental touching. A brush on your arm, a finger resting on your shoulder, a hair flip that lands just a little too close. Those aren't accidents. They're invitations written in skin. Most guys miss these because they're tuned to words instead of vibes. But if you start paying attention to these signals, you'll realize she's been telling you the truth all along, just not with her mouth. Here's why this all gets so confusing. Society teaches us to pay attention to what people say, to read between the lines, to decode carefully crafted texts and conversations. But when it comes to attraction, this advice is a disaster. Words are easy to control. They can be used to protect, to mislead, or to keep things safe. But the body, that's primal. It acts before she even has time to censor herself. Imagine if you had to choose between saying, "I'm into you," and trying not to accidentally lean in when you want to get closer. The body always wins that battle. It betrays you every time. So when you focus on words, you're basically trying to solve a puzzle where half the pieces are missing. You think you're making progress, but really you're stuck spinning your wheels, guessing if a maybe means yes or no. The solution? Stop obsessing over what she says and start observing what she does. Her body language, her breath, her eye contact. Those are the honest answers. It's like switching from dial-up to fiber internet. Suddenly, everything loads fast and crystal clear. All right, let's talk about some real-life signals you can actually spot next time you're chatting with a woman you like. Imagine this. You're mid-conversation, and she suddenly tilts her head just a bit, letting her hair cascade over one shoulder. Sounds harmless, right? But here's the thing. Exposing the neck is one of the oldest, most primal signals in the book. It's like she's saying, "Hey, I trust you," without actually saying a word. The neck is vulnerable territory, so when she shows it, she's putting herself out there, open and inviting. Then there's the classic hair play. She might start flipping it, twirling strands around her finger, or running her fingers through it slowly and deliberately, like she's casting a subtle hypnotic spell. It's not random fidgeting. It's a rhythmic dance designed to pull your eyes exactly where she wants them. Basically, she's silently saying, "Look here, pay attention." Now let's not forget about her voice. When attraction kicks in, it's like her vocal cords get the memo. Suddenly her voice softens, slows down, and takes on this secret keeper vibe. It's as if she's got a juicy little secret she wants to share, but is holding back just enough to keep you hooked. And if you notice her breathing speeding up or becoming a bit shallower while she talks, that's not just charm or nervousness. That's her body responding to you on a deeper level. And then there's posture. Maybe she's leaning in a little closer than she usually does, or her feet subtly point in your direction even if her arms are crossed like she's trying to look cool and guarded. It's a tiny detail, but it speaks volumes. Even when she's trying to play it casual or just friends, her body's saying, "I'm interested." You just have to know where to look. It's not always butterflies and subtle flirting. Sometimes her body just shuts down the whole party. You might notice she's leaning away from you, crossing her arms like she's building a fortress, avoiding eye contact like it's a surprise pop quiz, or giving you that classic, neutral smile that basically means, "I'm here, but my mind is somewhere else entirely." That's not just a hint. It's a clear, unmistakable signal telling you to back off. This kind of closed-off body language isn't some cryptic puzzle you have to decode with a PhD in texting. It's the equivalent of a big, flashing red stop sign. No overanalyzing needed. If you don't see these signs and keep hoping for some secret signal that she's into you, you're just wasting your time chasing a mirage. And here's the important part. That's totally okay. Not everyone is going to want you, and it's nobody's personal failure. The key is learning to spot the no when it's right in front of you, so you don't waste your energy trying to force it into a maybe or a yes. Knowing when to walk away gracefully is just as powerful as knowing when to lean in. It saves you from heartbreak, frustration, and a whole lot of awkward conversations down the road. Once you start reading these signals, you stop begging for permission to be wanted. You stop spending hours replaying conversations in your head. Instead, you get real-time feedback. Your job becomes simple. Be present, observe, and respond to the honest language of the body. This changes everything. You go from being a confused detective to a confident guy who knows when he's wanted and when he's not. That kind of clarity saves time, energy, and your dignity. Plus, it's way more fun to interact when you're not stuck guessing. You get to enjoy the moment instead of stressing over, "Did she mean that?" Here's a secret move you might have noticed but never understood. Mirroring. When a woman likes you, her body starts copying yours without her even realizing it. You take a sip of water, she does too. You lean back, she follows. Your breathing slows down, and hers slows to match. This isn't some creepy mind control trick. It's a primal dance of connection. Mirroring builds trust and intimacy. It's like your bodies are syncing up like a well-rehearsed band. The funny thing? Women don't mirror men they see as weak or desperate. They mirror presence, strength, and calm confidence. So if you want to get her mirroring, be that guy. So what's the bottom line? Words are just noise when it comes to attraction. Her body is the real story, screaming in signals that only the observant will catch. Next time you're with someone you're interested in, don't waste your energy on, "Does she like me?" Instead, watch her eyes, her posture, how she breathes, how she touches. That's the language of desire, and it never lies. You don't need scripts or pickup lines. You need awareness. And once you have that, you become the guy who's not chasing shadows, but recognizing real signals. That's freedom. Start paying attention. The truth is waiting. So next time you're with someone you like, stop listening to the rehearsed words and start tuning into what her body's really saying. Trust me, once you catch these signals, dating gets a whole lot clearer. Stick around, because there's a whole world of unspoken signals waiting for you to discover. Subscribe